What is happening over there? It's not pretty.
No, it's not. And you're absolutely right. Their whole business model was based on hating Donald Trump, Trump derangement syndrome, and without Donald Trump to kick around anymore, they really don't have anything else, especially in prime time. All their opinion hosts, they're just sort of living on the fumes of the Trump era. And I think they're all praying like hell that Donald Trump will come back in 2024, even though they pretend that that's the worst thing in the world. It's what they need to kickstart their ratings.
Yeah, there are two hosts in primetime accused of sexual assault. None of them can crack over 1 million all day at any hour. And you're right. I've heard from the inside that not only CNN, but all of these mainstream legacy reporters are dying for Trump to run again because that's all they have.
It's all they have. The CNN was supposed to be the 24/7 news channel. They've given that up for 24/7 propaganda. And as you said so aptly, they have lied to their viewers. And I think their ratings are tied to Joe Biden's plummeting poll ratings because they were all in on Joe Biden, on mythologizing him as this unifying president who was a moderate. And as especially independents have come to their senses and realised that, in fact, that's the opposite of what Joe Biden is, that Joe Biden himself has been lying to them just like CNN lies. They are completely disillusioned and switching off on both the president and CNN.
Yeah, they're watching 90 Day Fiancé. And you're right about the business model. That was half of the business model. The other half was covering big breaking live news events. And what have we had? We've had Afghanistan. We've had the Delta surge. We've had these very controversial mandates. And even with all of that pretty juicy news, they still have underperformed. I don't think they know what to do.
And if you look at, those of their hosts that have actually clung to news, breaking news, and not been so biased and not pushing propaganda as much, have actually, their ratings have survived a bit more. But people like Don Lemon, like Brian Stelter, the media guy, who's constantly, rabbiting on about how CNN people have the moral high ground and people at Fox are dreadful. He even wrote a book about that. He is number 18 on the weekend viewers. I mean, the only reason he's there is because he's sort of a clone of Jeff Zucker. He looks like Jeff Zucker. He loves Jeff Zucker. He is Jeff Zucker, the boss's mouthpiece. Otherwise, would you give the guy a job on TV? No.
Well, Zucker might not be there for that much longer if this continues, and maybe Brian won't either. We'll see what happens. Miranda, thank you so much for covering. Yeah.